Joe Leigh here, 4 seconds out with Simeon Powell here in Central London. How are things with you, first of all?
All good, man. All good. It's been a great day. All right, sweet. It's been great. Weather's a bit shit, but can I swear on this?
Yeah, of course. We're in London. Obviously, Kayla and Clarissa might not be as used to this as we are.
Say that again, sorry?
Kayla and Clarissa are
Yeah.
used
Nah. But I came with no jacket, so I'm used to this shit. So, yeah.
I asked you up on stage. You should be fighting on both Cardiff and London. Just the London, though.
Just London. I would personally fight both, but I gotta be smart these days. So yeah, London is what makes sense. I was born here, gone through a lot here, so it makes sense.
Yeah, it's a perfect opportunity for you as well. And obviously, like I was saying, fighting 12 in 12 days twice, getting 2 wins, and the second fight just capped off those 12 days perfectly. A stoppage by a knee knockout. What a moment that was for you.
It was a crazy moment. To take this fight on short notice and then make a statement like how I did, it's big for me. So. Yeah.
How did you assess that coming off the 12 days, obviously expecting to fight once? You got back into the UK and then you got the call, is that right?
Yeah, so, well, if I tell you the full story, yeah, so I had my fight, the first fight. I stayed out in Miami for a couple of days. Right. So I was drinking a lot of cocktails, enjoying myself, celebrating my win. I land back in London, and an hour after I landed, I get a call saying, someone's dropped out. We want you back out in Texas. So I said, Joe, yeah, and I don't care who it was. I thought, if I pull this off, it'll be big. Do you know what I mean? It'll be big to, on 5 days' notice, cut 20 pounds, and have a fight, and get a knockout. Like, it couldn't have gone any better.
Yeah, literally. And then after the second fight, how would you kind of compare that to the first time? Obviously, you went out in America and life was good. You got a win in the PFL. But then to get 2 in 12 days.
Oh, mate, it was crazy. It was buzz. I was on a massive high. But also, it was weird. I'm so used to fighting month after month and having loads of competition. It's weird. You kind of get down a little bit just because it's like, what's next? But as soon as PFL told me what my next goal was, it uplifted me, and I've got something to go work towards. So
yeah. How would you describe that month in terms of motivating you for going forward?
Well, in terms of the previous that I've just had, oh yeah, it's crazy because it's opened my eyes to the world. I've been so locked into London and the local crowd, but it's crazy. In the past month, I've been to Orlando, Miami, Texas. You know what I mean? So I'm taking it all in, and it's opened my eyes. So I'm excited to see what comes next.
Coming from like Almighty, Fight Stars Championships, etc., what's the standard like in PFL compared to those?
Well, it's hard to. Obviously, the athletes in PFL are some of the best athletes in the world and some of the best fighters. But it is a step up. It is a step up, and I'm ready. I feel like my skills can compete with anyone in the world. I'm a threat to anyone in this world. So, yeah, standards are higher, but I'm ready for it.
How are you finding making that adjustment? Obviously, it's so different when you come into like one of the biggest organisations in MMA. Finding like gaps in between fights, obviously from May till August now. How are you finding that? Are you in camp already?
Yeah, well, I'm just tuning up, like winding into it, and then I think mid-June I hit it hard again. So yeah. Sorry, what was the first part?
Just like, kind of, I guess, are you in camp already? But finding like longer periods in between fighting.
Oh, okay, yeah, no. This I had this conversation with someone earlier actually. That previous how I done it last year, I was fighting month after month after month. So I was always in camp, always locked in. It's hard when you become comfortable. You have to try not to fall into bad habits, fall into bad distractions when you're not training towards a fight. So it's about staying disciplined in those moments, and then when the camp starts, you're not behind. You can just pick up where you left.
Now, this is the first time meeting you, first time speaking to you as well. So I just want to ask you like a simple question, but I guess in-depth answer. Why do you actually fight? Like, what is it that made you want to start?
Why I started was I needed to find myself. I needed to. I felt lost. There was a moment in my life I felt very lost. It was at the age of 16 and all friends going off different directions. Some bad, some good. Do you know what I mean? But I had to find out who I was, and I joined the gym, and I fell in love with it, and I got good quickly. And if you've ever been in there, there's no adrenaline rush like it. So it's an addictive. The wins, yes, there's loads of the losses, but highs when you win. So that's what I look forward to.